to back cutting out people?
It's getting better. It's getting better for sure. That's still a work in progress, but I'm working on it. But I mean, we got hell of a passer, so I got to get good at it.
Yeah. What was like? Y'all had so many dunks. Y'all were sharing, like, especially the first three baskets were you, Russ, Kawhi, all dunking off of assists from the other person. Like, when you started, how do you start a game like that? What did you see in Portland's defense where it's like you felt you could take advantage of them?
I mean, I just thought we played with, pace. We played with energy, and I thought just our intensity was there, which allowed us to get opportunities to attack the basket. Our offense, we didn't really walk through stuff. Everything was hard, fast cuts, quick movements, and quick reads, I thought, for the majority of the game, which, if we play like that, we're going to be tough to beat.
Do you feel like that's a strong difference? Like, did you feel like that at any point the previous 4 years here?
There was moments for sure, but I think, for us to come out that way definitely shows a sign of just where we're at as a team and the importance of getting off to a good start and how we want to play this year.
Paul, last year you went out of your way to kind of want Russ to come, and he exceeded a lot of people's expectations. But now that he's had a full camp and he's starting off a full year with you guys, what is he even more capable of doing with you and Kawhi?
I mean, he's capable of honestly just being himself. I think it's more so just him being back to his form, being back to the high character, high intensity, high energy, and being happy. It says a lot about a person when they're in their work and they're happy doing what they're doing. I think that's what you see the most about it. And then when he gets on the court, you see the high production that he brings. But I think him just being around us, him being here, the fans embracing him, the Clippers embracing him, teammates, coaches, everybody just embracing him and rallying around him. You're going to see, the Westbrook everybody loved, 2 years ago. For whatever fans that fell off, I don't know how you do it when a guy brings it and plays so hard on the floor every night.
What did you see in him before he got to the Clippers during that little stretch you just talked about?
I don't know. I just, being in Oklahoma with him and playing alongside him, and I just know how good of a communicator he is, how good of a connector he is. And I said this from the moment that I got in Oklahoma. One of the things that I noticed right away is that he just had a relationship with every person on the team, which is rare, especially, the superstar that he was in Oklahoma. It was just like he was best friends with everyone on the team, and he just had a special connection with all the guys. That was the first thing that I noticed, and it's the reason why guys play hard around him. When you got a guy that connects with you on that level, it's easy to come in and be prepared and be ready to play.
All right, PG, talk about the defensive effort. You guys were able to hound them throughout the game, made it very tough for Scoot, for Anthony Simons. Is that what you guys expect going forward with you and Kawhi leading the way on the defensive end?
Yeah, I mean, that's how we have to play. That's who we have to be. It's not going to be perfect or like this every night, but I think our approach has to mock this in a way. We got to play with this intensity and just rely and count on each other. It's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be great. But I thought tonight, we had some things we need to work on, but for the most part, I thought, guys had each other's back. And we were able to just be athletes, use our hands, use our quickness, just use our instincts of finding where the ball is and sniffing it out and getting out the breaks. That's when we're, at our best.
You mentioned earlier that when you were in OKC with Russ, he kind of was like best friends with everyone on the team, was able to have that connection. The other day, Russ told us that he has conversations with guys on the team that aren't even about basketball at all, they're just about life. What is that ability to make that level of a connection about anything that isn't basketball? What does that do for you guys on the court, chemistry-wise?
I mean, it just opens up. It just opens you up, you know, as a person, as a human being, as a friend, as a brother, as a teammate. It just opens you up, you know. When it's not just basketball, we're gonna talk about basketball regardless. But you know, when it's talking about the kids, it's talking about family, it's talking about life, it's talking about business, it's talking about you know, meal plans, well, you know, just day-to-day stuff, what we're going through. When you got that level of a connection with someone, you know, again, all of it comes down to just when you come into work, it's like, oh man, happy to be around my guys. You know, it's gonna be a great practice, it's gonna be a great day. You know, when you leave, you go home, you come back, another good day. I'm back with my guys. So it's just that feeling when you come into work and you enjoy going through the work and the process with the guys around you.
Well, to your right. I remember last year you guys were a really good defensive team for like the first 6 weeks or so, really strong. That was when the lineup was totally all over the place. With you guys all healthy right now, except for team, of course. I know the top 5 has been sort of a talked about expectation, but what gives you confidence that an effort like tonight can be sustained for just, you know, the first chunk of the season, but maybe long term?
Yeah, I mean, we have the personnel to do so. And, you know, it's just what it's going to take. We got to get everybody on that same page of just playing hard, you know, just play hard. That can cover up a lot of mistakes. That can cover up a lot of, you know, holes within defense on particular plays and moments throughout the game. But if we just play hard like we did tonight, we got the ability to, you know, switch, play small, play fast, play big. You know, but none of that works if we just don't bring that intensity that we brought tonight. I thought that carried us, and it just made it defensively, just made it easy. You know, guys were just active, and so if our activity level is that high, we should be a top 5 defense.
PG, you guys from the get-go just made life hell for Scoot in his first NBA game ever. I'm curious, what allowed you guys to be so successful there, and then what do you think about him as a player?
Yeah, I mean, this is not a game to, you know, judge him on. It's his first game. You know, he's a hell of a talent. You know, you can tell he's going to be good. I'm a fan of his game. I like his game. I've seen him and watched him for a while now. But it's like that. You know, it's his first game, figuring it out. You know, granted, he went against, you know, top 5 defense in the NBA. So, you know, we were going to be tough. And, you know, he saw, you know, myself, Kawhi, Russ, Rocco, just so many defenders were thrown at him that I feel like he didn't really get a rhythm of how to attack, how to play. But he's going to be good. He's under a great coach in Chauncey. He's going to have him right. But I just thought he was great just being aggressive. I thought he was attacking. He was trying to find guys. He was trying to be aggressive. And he'll figure it out. You know, he's a good player.
There's been a lot of comparisons with him and Russ, and he's even said Russ is one of his favorite players. Do you see anything there with their play styles at all?
That's a tough comparison. We'll see. I mean, I can't quite compare him to Russ. But, you know, when you think of explosive guards, strong, built, you know, then, yeah, I can see that comparison. But, you know, it's big shoes to fill being compared to Russ.
PG, we saw you gave gifts to the whole locker room. A lot of the guys seemed pretty excited about it. Can you talk to us about that gesture and just how some of the guys reacted to it?
Yeah, got a partnership with Scuff. We partnered up. I got a couple accessories, electronic-wise, that are on the market. I know a lot of the guys game. So, you know, gave all the guys a Scuff PS5 controller. And they were ecstatic. A lot of them didn't quite know what it is. or how to use it, which was funny. But you know, they'll figure it out. It was quite funny. They didn't know what like the buttons on the back were. Like that was the first time seeing a controller like that. But I'm a big gamer, so I got a ton of those at the house. So yeah, you know, just happy that I was able to give the guys those, and we'll check in a week to see which video game is getting better.
Was Kawhi one of the ones who knew how to use it, or did he not know how to use it?
He's been to the house and he's seen those controllers at the house, so he's seen those ones already. But a lot of the guys, it was new to him.